Hi guys, so one of the questions we get asked quite a lot is, should I train 2 days on the trot? The answer is yes, you can do. However, there's quite a lot of factors that depend on this and really depend on the level and stage you're at in terms of lifting and training. So the first one is going to be intensity. So how intense are you training? Are you working on a peaking block? Are you working on specific movements? Or are you training more bodybuilding style where there's a little bit more volume? So first answer is going to be, yes, you can train 2 days on the trot, but it depends on the intensity of your program. Obviously, if you're looking towards a peaking block, you're going to want a little bit more rest in between workouts, especially when you come up to your 1 rep max. However, if you're training, working on movement patterns, working on injury prevention, then by all means train 2 days on the trot. The next thing is going to be program format. So really looking at the format of your program. If you're training full body splits, training 2 days on the trot is absolutely fine as long as you're not absolutely smashing yourself into the ground and training at a pretty high intensity. However, what we work here is upper body, lower body splits. If you're training 2 coach sessions a week, if you're training a third session, i.e. your open gym session, that would be a full body split. Again, there is nothing wrong with doing your upper body, lower body workouts one day after the next, then maybe have a rest day and do your full body workout in open gym the day after. If the format of your program is something a little bit more intense and working on full body movement, you may want to stagger this and train 1 day rest day or 2 days and then a rest day instead of training 3, 4, 5 days on the trot. And really that again brings together the intensity of the program and the format of the program. The next thing we're going to look at is time available. So this is one thing in the modern world today, people need to make time to do things and we have to fit things in as best we can. So time available is a big thing. So say you're traveling that week or you're going on holiday or you're going down to London and doing different things for socials, etc. You want to make time, you want to get your workouts in. If you can only train on a Monday, Tuesday and can't train the rest of the week, get the Monday, Tuesday workouts in. It doesn't matter if it's 2 days on the trot. It doesn't matter if you have to move your sessions or even do extra open gyms to get them in. Just try and get them in, okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with training 2 days on the trot when it comes to this. If you think of it as you've got a 5 or a 7 day window, you're gonna train twice within that anyway, or 3 times within that anyway. Do the 3 days on the trot. Do 2 days on the trot. You're still getting the volume that you've committed to in. The next thing is going to be DOMS. Most people have heard of this called delayed onset muscle soreness. So this is where you're coming into training or a coach session and you're sore already. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure you do a proper warm-up. Again, based on the format of your program, if you're sore from doing lower body, so your legs are sore and you're coming in to do upper body, that's absolutely fine. The warm-up will help ease that off and help you start to move through things. I've talked before in video posts about moving through your injury and understanding how to move through your injury. This isn't an injury, this is just delayed onset muscle soreness where you're starting to move better, you're starting to activate muscles and you're starting to learn how to build or to get stronger in those movement patterns as well. The last thing that ties in with this is what we call the SAID principle. The SAID principle stands for specific adaptation to imposed demands. So this is where the body will adapt to the demands imposed upon it. So for instance, if you're used to squatting once a week, but suddenly go to squatting heavy twice a week, your body will adapt to that. If you're used to deadlifting twice a week, but suddenly there's an extra deadlift session thrown in there, which is your third session, your body will adapt to that. It won't be comfortable, it won't be easy, but your body will start to adapt to these things. It's only once we approach the upper echelons of performance and intensity where your body doesn't adapt, it breaks down. And that's when you hit fatigue or the top of the dose response curve. You're starting to push load, you're starting to push intensity, you're starting to push volume, all in the same basket. And what happens is then we get breakdown. So technique breakdown, we get pushing to failure, we start to become more susceptible to injury. This doesn't happen just from training 2 or 3 days on the trot. This happens from pushing intensity and pushing load for periods of time or for longer periods of time. So in answer to the main question that are being asked, yes, of course, you can train 2 days on the trot, you can train 3 days on the trot. Just ensure your program is designed around this. Just ensure the intensity is correct And don't be afraid of your body starting to adapt and feeling a little bit tired from adapting to the demands put upon it.